Yeah, this is no clickbait. If you read that title correctly, I'm going to provide you 3 habits that you could do right now, today, for all you homeowners out there, that's going to greatly improve the overall health and appearance of your turf without wasting zero money. You read that title correctly. Let's get to the video. All right, some key things that you could do here that's very simple. In this video, we're gonna keep it simple, stupid. That's it. We're not gonna go advanced, we're not gonna go intermediate, we're gonna keep it very simple. Mulch your clippings. Mulching is the most beneficial and essential way to provide nutrients back to your turf. Whatever you cut up in your grass, stop bagging it. That's macros, very little bit. That's micros, very little bit. That's beneficial for the soil microbes. We're not gonna get into that, but that they can recycle, reuse, give it back to the grass, and the grass can uptake it, grow, and the cycle just goes on and on and on. Stop bagging, stop side discharging. There's a place and a time for these things, but not every single time. Got that? All right, again, we're back to keeping it simple. If you're mowing every 2 weeks, try your best to get out there and mow every week. Simple as that. Try to knock down the 10 to 14 days that you're mowing to every 5 to 7, 8 days, okay? Keep that in mind. And if you're mowing every 5 to 7 days currently, try to mow every 3 to 4 days. If you're mowing a lot more frequent than that, there's an issue, and the issue is not the grass. The issue is actually you. You're over fertilizing your turf, and you're causing yourself more work and more headaches. We're still talking mowing. Keep your mower blades sharp. You do not want to cut the lawn with a dull blade. A sharp blade will cut through the grass nice and clean. Just like if you were getting a haircut at a salon or a barber shop. You wouldn't want your barber to cut with a dull scissors or clippers, would you? No, you wouldn't. Same thing with the turf. Nice sharp blades give you a nice clean cut, which equals better regeneration for the grass blade and healthier turf. If you cut with a dull blade and you have those tears in your lawn, you're asking for bigger issues such as insect and disease pressure. So keep your money in your pocket and make it simple. Sharp mower blade and you're good. On to the next step. All right, so the next piece of advice that I could give to you that's free, okay, and not everybody has the necessary equipment or an underground, pop-up sprinkler system, but that's no excuse, okay? Before I had my in-ground irrigation system, I used to water with a plastic sprinkler system that I ordered on Amazon to get my lawn going good. Watch this clip. But as I was saying, sprinklers, water, irrigation, however you want to put it, this is a key fundamental to growing your turf. Nothing, and I mean absolutely nothing in this world could survive without water, and that includes our turf. All right, so I'm not telling you to go out there and water the hell out of your lawn. No. There is a certain amount of water that your grass type needs that you need to figure out by yourself. And what I mean by that is by simply adjusting your time. Go into your app, go into your manual, analog system, whatever you have, hook it up to a hose, adjust the time, put a timer on your phone, whatever the case may be. And if you're currently watering at 10 minutes per day, just as an example, this does not mean that this is for you, 10 minutes per day, and you still see the grass just a little bit frail, a little bit unhealthy, and that may be due to underwatering. Go ahead and increase the time 2 to 3 minutes at a time, okay? Don't go out and overwater now and increase it to 15-20 minutes when it only really needed maybe 6 minutes extra of watering, okay? Small increments in your app, in your analog, whatever the case may be, of 2 to 3 minutes. Wait a week, go back outside, analyze your lawn and look if it's looking a lot better. Maybe you only needed 2 or 3 minutes. Maybe that was a quarter of an inch that you needed extra for your lawn to be healthy. That's all that you need to do, guys. Do not go out. You don't even have to buy rain gauges per se, okay? Just visual response from your turf and you're fine with that. Got it? All right, on to the next step. All right, so it just so happens that the next step right now, I have a good visual for you guys to see. And I want you to take a look at this. Shade, sunlight, shade, sunlight. All right, even if you have a good amount of sunlight hitting your lawn throughout the day, if it's not at least a minimum of 6 to 8 hours, you may have the wrong type of grass for your lawn. Now that doesn't mean it's the wrong type of grass for your state or the city that you live in or your soil type. That's not what I'm talking about. Let's say, for example, my St. Augustine lawn. So my St. Augustine lawn, even though you might hear the term St. Augustine, there's actually different varieties of this grass type, okay? This could be St. Augustine Floritam, Citra Blue, Provista, Palmetto, but it's all under the same grass type of St. Augustine. Now, some varieties that I just mentioned are actually more shade tolerant than other varieties. For instance, I have Palmetto St. Augustine grass, and the way that I know that is just by the grass blades. Okay, they're a little bit different, but they almost always look alike, so don't worry about that. What I'm trying to get to is Palmetto is more resistant to shade than Floritam, for example. Floritam, I think, needs about 8 to 10 hours of sunlight during the day for it to have enough photosynthesis, which we're not going to get into that, for it to survive. Compared to Palmetto, which is what I have, Palmetto St. Augustine only really requires 6 to 8 hours. That's about almost a 4-hour difference. All right, so 4 hours could make that small of a difference for your lawn. Now, I'm not telling you to go out and buy this lawn. The concept of this video is for free advice of your turf. But here are some examples that could drastically improve getting more sunlight and photosynthesis into your lawn. This right here is a tree, an oak tree. Now, if you have some type of tree, and I'm just using this one as an example, if you have some type of tree in your lawn, it may be time to cut down or reduce some of the branches. All right, maybe that's what's keeping the lawn from getting enough sunlight during the day. We're just reducing the branches, we're just cutting them back, we're not taking out the whole tree. Okay, don't do that. I'm not telling you to do that. That's all up to you as the homeowner. But just doing something as simple as this, trimming back a tree, will greatly increase the photosynthesis, or the sunlight hitting the grass type. All right, now I had to get some of that sun out of my eye because the photosynthesis and me right now are not working. It's really hot out here, but yeah. And again, this is something free that you could do as long as you have the proper tools. Just trim back the tree a little bit, let that grass get a little bit more sunlight, and you're good. Now, here is a key. If you have a tree that is maintained by the city and the city has not come by to trim back the branches or look at the tree at all, call your local city code compliance office and let them know that it's been quite some time since that tree has been maintained by the city. At zero cost to you, the homeowner, the city will come out, analyze the situation, and hire somebody to come and trim back some of that tree for you. Simple as that. Zero cost to you, and you get more sunlight in your turf grass. Well, that's it. I want to keep it short. I want to keep it simple. 3 simple things that you could do that are free, that you can start right now in your lawn to greatly increase the appearance, the health, and the overall look of your turf. Believe me, do these 3 things, waste 0 money on fertilizers, waste zero money in weed controls, and you're going to see just these 3 free things are going to help you in your turf. Hope this video was informative for you guys, and if it was, please drop a like, a comment, and if you're not, always appreciate it. Subscribe, and then I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.